used to dance beneath the satellites, whispered dreams into the quiet night. Your hand in mine, the world stood still. 1,000 stars and time to kill. The city lights would fade away when you would look at me that way. But now I trace your shadows glow on roads where only memories go. There are stars between us now, but I still see your light somehow. Even oceans wide can't drown the songs we made, they still resound. Though you're a world away from me, you're still in every galaxy. There are stars, but they shine for us to see. Your voice still echoes in the air, a cosmic thread that pulls me there. The sky remembers every word, the silent prayers that we once heard. The moon still writes you poetry with silver lines across the sea. And every night I look above, I find the shape of what we love. There are stars between us now, but I still see your light somehow. Even time can't wear it down, the love we left in every town. Though you'll drift like falling leaves, still the breath the morning breeze. There are stars, but they shine for hearts that grieve. Some say love can't cross the sky, but stars were made to prove them lies. So if you feel the pull tonight, know it's me, holding you tight. There are stars between our heads, but I'll believe it distant lands. The time folds in and hearts expand, and every dream still understands. Though you're far, you are not gone. In every dusk and every dawn, there are stars, and they're singing us a song. There are stars. I stood alone on midnight ground, with stars like sparks that tumble down. 1,000 hopes beneath my skin, waiting for a place to begin. The city sleeps, the silence grows, but in my chest a fire glows. I hear your voice beyond the stream, calling me to chase a dream. On the edge of every dream, where the wildest starlights gleam, I will run with heart wide open, past the fear, past the broken. On the edge of every sky, all the echoes learn to fly. There you'll find me, always reaching for a truth that keeps on teaching. The road is long, the lights are few, but every shadow leads to you. A single step, a leap of soul, to something bright, to something whole. I've crossed can't. Climbed every silent, sacred chant, and in the still, your light redeems the edge of all my fractured dreams. On the edge of every dream, where the dawn begins to stream, I will walk the flames unshaken, with my faith reborn, awaken. On the edge where futures rise, past the noise, beneath the skies. There you'll find me, always climbing to the rhythm of your timings. Where between the now and ever, and now I soar, I see the gleam at the edge of every dream. On the edge of every dream, where the sky begins to scream, with 1,000 stars behind me, and your light forever binds me. On the edge of every fear, I will rise and draw you near, and will shine until unbroken, every word our hearts have spoken. On the edge, every edge. On the edge. The edge of every dream. We folded dreams like paper planes, wrote our hopes on window panes. He said let's fly beyond the clouds, and left the noise beneath the crowds. I held your hand, we faced the skies. No maps, no fear, no alibis. The world was spinning slow and wide. You were my anchor and my guide. Paper planes and satellites, we're chasing stars, escaping nights, through gravity and silent storms. We found a place where love transforms. No gravity could pull us down. We're lost above this sleeping town. Paper planes and satellites, you were the spark that lit my skies. The city lights were distant fires. We drifted high on quiet wires. Your laugh a song the stars replay in every silence that we made. Now even when you're far from me, your voice lives in the galaxy. It echoes through the cosmic tide. You're still the star that's by my side. Paper planes and satellites, 1,000 moons, a million heights. And though the earth may call me home, my heart will always choose to roam where we once danced among the stars. Our footprints written deep in Mars. Paper planes and satellites, I see you in the meteorite. And when I fall, I close my eyes. I hear your voice like lullabies. It pulls me from the darkest flight into the warmth of morning light. Paper planes and satellites, our names still drawn in morning light. No time stars, satellites, you and I, still in flight. I heard a voice beneath the sky, a silver sound, a lullaby. It called me through the falling night and pulled me toward its pale light. The shadows danced along the shore, but I could feel there's something more. A language written in the stars, a message sent from worlds afar. Whispers from the moon, they sing your name. In every tide, in every flame, I see your face in glowing skies. You never left, you only rise. Whispers from the moon, so soft, so true. Quiet light that leads me through. When I am lost in darkest tune, I follow whispers from the moon. The night is more than just a shade. It's where the broken hearts are made. But even in the deepest blue, I feel the gravity of you. Your memory, a satellite still circling beyond my sight. And every time the starlight bends, I feel your voice on lunar winds. Whispers from the moon, across the veil. They fill my dreams, they lift the sail. From the moon, that pulls me back when hope grows dim. You guide me like a sacred rune. You are my whisper from the moon. Even if the night is long, even if I lose my song, I will wait where shadows bloom to hear whispers from the moon. Whispers from the moon, you call me home. Though I may wander, though I'm wrong, you stay your light beyond the gloom. A silver flame that cuts the doom. Whispers from the moon, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. You echo through my skin and bone. No ending never comes too soon, as long as whispers from the moon. Midnight hums a lonely tune. City sleeps beneath the moon. But somewhere in this static sky, I hear your voice, it won't say goodbye. A signal lost, a line gone cold, but still your story is being told. Across the stars, across the air, your echo lingers everywhere. And even when the noise is gone, your presence keeps me hanging on. Through every pause, through every spark, you're lighting fire inside the dark. Whispers on the wire. so warm. Even when you're distant, even when you're sure, love remains a whisper, ringing never pure. I typed your name into the sky, typed it fast, didn't ask why, hoping that somewhere in the blue a satellite would send me you. No cable strong enough to hold what we once were, what we were told, but still I feel it night and day, a message that won't fade away. In every glitch, in every hum, I hear the place we came from. A current flows beneath my skin, you reach through where the world grows thin. Spurs on the wire, dancing through the storm, carried in the sire, carried in the silence, in places once so warm. Even when you're distant, even when you're sure, love remains a whisper, ringing never pure. Not every signal fades, not every word decays. Sometimes the quiet screams louder than machines. And if you listen close, you'll hear it through the code. The static starts to sing, the hymn beneath the low. Whispers on the wall, they never go away, flowing through the ether in colors lost today. Even when you're silent, even when you're gone, love remains a whisper, still forever on. Still forever on. I walked alone where echoes sleep, where shadows hide what hearts can't keep. The air was cold, the sky was clear, but silence was the voice I'd hear. Each step I took, the world stood still, the canvas made of wish and will. And though no sound could break the night, the stars began to speak in light. In the color of silence I found you there, painted in stardust, floating in air. No words were spoken, but I knew the truth. You were the silence that led me through. Even when the world grows loud and wild, you are the hush that calms the child. In the color of silence, I see you smile. There's beauty in the things we lose, like empty streets and worn out shoes. The quiet speaks in softer tones, in empty rooms we're not alone. The wind became a melody, a song that lives inside of me. It tells me things I never knew, that I've been searching just for you. In the color of silence I feel you breathe, like rain that falls on autumn leaves. No thunder needed to prove you're near, just stillness wrapping me in tears. Even when I'm drifting far and blind, you're the voice inside the crowd. where light and longing softly play. No fear, no doubt, just endless skies, and all the stars behind your eyes. Even if I lose this path again, the silence echoes in mine. In the color of silence, you remain. In the color of silence. There's a sound beneath the still, like a river standing still. In the hush before the dawn, I feel the world begin to yawn. A single breath, a sacred space, where time and noise both lose their place. No thunder, no crashing strings, just the sound when silence sings. When the silence sings, I hear your name. In every shadow, every flame. It's not the voice, but how it feels. A quiet truth that slowly heals. When the silence sings, I close my eyes and drift beyond the low-lit skies, and all the peace the silence brings. I find your light. When silence sings, the stars don't need to speak aloud to glow beneath the velvet shroud. And love, it doesn't always shout, it whispers when the world fades out. I used to run, I used to fight, to fill the void, to chase the light. But now I'll wait for what it brings, the miracle when silence sings. When the silence sings, I feel your hands, like echoes through the shifting sands. A melody too pure for sound, that lifts me gently off the ground. When the silence sings, I hear your soul, a tender force that makes me whole. No drums, no bells, no angel wings, just your heartbeat. When silence sings. The stillness wrap around, like snow fall on sacred ground. No words remain, no need for things, just you and I. Where silence sings. Silence sings. When the silence sings. I walked through echoes, of yesterday, where every word we didn't say hung like stars inside my chest, flickering with no rest. The world kept turning cold and white, but I stood still where time had died. And in the hush of falling night, I saw your face in fading light. It's not the noise that breaks me down, but the silence after sound. Every once used to be, now echoes endlessly. And I still hear the silence after every heartbeat fades, like a ghost beneath the surface, like a song the night once played. Every echo pulls me under, but I flow where you are found. I'm alive inside the silence, I'm the silence after sound. The sky was heavy with regret, a moon I never could forget. And every step I didn't take still follows in my wake. You spoke in stars and shifting breeze, now I hear you in the trees. Whispers threading through the air, a voice that's always there. The quiet sings a sacred tune between the sun and silver moon. And though you're gone without a trace, I find you in this empty space. And I still hear the silence after every heartbeat fades, like a ghost beneath the surface, like a song the night once played. Every echo pulls me under, but I flow where you are found. I'm alive inside the silence, I'm the silence after sound. Maybe we are made of stillness, carried far by waves unseen. Maybe love is not the loudest, but the quiet in between. I still hear the silence after all the music ends, like the space between the lightning, like the place where healing bends. Every breath becomes a memory, every tear a sacred vow. And I will live beyond the silence, I am the silence after sound. The silence after the sound. I watch the sky collapse again, gray on gray, a world in pain. But somewhere deep beneath the clouds, I heard your voice without a sound. You told me love is never gone, that even night still carried on. And so I closed my weary eyes to see your light behind the cries. Every drop becomes a line that sketches hope across my mind. And though the winds may scream my name, I know I'm standing in your flame. There's a light behind the rain, shining through the ache and strain. When the world feels cold and hollow, you're the breath I always follow. There's a fire inside the grave that the storm can't wash away. And I will rise through every sorrow, chasing light behind the rain. time, but every echo rhymed with mine. A mirror in the midnight glass reminded me that pain will pass. Your memory, it calls me near, turns all the thunder into tears. But even grief begins to heal when love becomes the way we feel. The sky can fall, the night can bend, but broken hearts can start again. And through the silence and the strain, I'll find the light behind the rain. There's a light behind the rain, like the song inside my vein. When I'm lost and barely breathing, you're the sound that keeps me healing. There's a truth inside the ache that the dark will never take. And I will rise with no tomorrow, just this light behind the rain. Oh, the rain can cleanse and the hurt transcends. I'll carry love where shadows fade. Even storms can be remained. There's a light behind the rain, stronger than the deepest pain. In the flood I found your whisper, in the fall I felt you shimmer. Every tear that hit the ground, through a seed that's breaking out, now will shine through all the hollow, with your light behind the rain. Your light behind the rain. The world's asleep, but I'm still wide, with thoughts I try so hard to hide. Streetlights paint the road with gold, but your silence feels so cold. I tried to run, I tried to stay, but truth just never fades away. And in the dark, when all feels fake, I hear the stars begin to break. And in that stillness clear and high, I saw your heart beneath the sky. The mass survives the silver tide, 'cause moonlight doesn't lie. Moonlight doesn't lie, it shows the scars we try to hide. It sees behind our fear and pride, it tells the truth we hold inside, even when our words deny. Moonlight doesn't lie. I walked alone by ocean glass, memories rising from the past. The waves just whisper what they knew. They said she still believes in you. I see your shadow on the shore, a trace of what we were before. But even ghosts can lead the way when love decides it wants to stay. And in that hush between the sound, where silence drips and dreams are found, I saw your eyes, a lullaby. Moonlight doesn't lie. Moonlight doesn't lie. doesn't lie, no signal clear, no road in sight. But somehow still it feels so right. A quiet voice, a silver guide, leading us through sleepless nights. Doesn't lie. You never lied to me.